Hello, it's Rashmir here. So does everybody need to find their purpose? Well, that's an interesting question. What do you think? So my personal view on some level is yes, but on another level, it's no. So maybe a better answer is maybe. Here's the thing. Personally, I believe that we all have a purpose. There are different components to purpose, and I'll put a link in the comments and the description to one of my videos where you can learn more about the 4 elements of true purpose. And so on that basis, I think it's useful for most people, everyone even, to learn certain aspects of their purpose, particularly their essence and their blessing. Again, watch that video to learn more about what those mean, what those 2 components of purpose are. However, does everybody need to know their larger mission? No. Does everybody need to know their message? Not necessarily. Not everybody has a message. And there's more to it than that, right? Not everybody wants to know their purpose. Not everybody wants to live into their purpose. And if that's you, that's perfectly okay. You don't have to force yourself to learn it. There's no need to go learn it unless you've got some desire within you to actually figure these things out. If you're feeling some discontent, some dis-ease, some frustration, some lack of direction, a sense of there's something else, but I don't know what it is, those are the kinds of reasons that you might want to learn the components of your purpose. But if you don't have any of that desire, if you're perfectly happy as you are and perfectly happy on the path that you're on, well, then there's probably no reason for you to put the time and energy and effort into learning your purpose. Now, this may change over time, right? So at different life stages, people are often more or less inclined to learn their purpose. Certainly as we get older, many people start thinking about legacy and meaning and what matters more. And that's great. That might be the time at which you start to look more seriously at what your purpose is. Likewise, for people that are more contemplative, that have more of a spiritual practice and are asking deeper questions about life and meaning and why they're here and how our world is evolving, that could also be an interesting time at which it makes sense to learn some of the components of purpose. However, even there, I would always ask people questions, because not everybody really needs to invest in certainly learning the true purpose process, which is method that I work with and use with my clients. Because, for example, if you believe you can choose any purpose you want, go ahead and choose, right? You don't need to go through a difficult or laborious process. I make it sound like it's a terrible process. It's actually a wonderful process. People get a lot out of it, even the different components of it, before we ever get to discovering and learning, the specifics of your purpose. So it's a beautiful process, but not everybody needs it, wants it, or is ready for it. And so my encouragement to you is trust your own inner wisdom. Listen within. What's speaking to you? What's calling to you? Where is the sense of satisfaction or dissatisfaction? Where is your sense of excitement leading you? Is it leading you down the path of learning more about your purpose? Or is it saying, no, not now. This isn't something I need right now. Trust that, respect that. One quick caveat on that is sometimes the hesitation to move forward can be inner resistance. It can be connected to an inner fear about learning our purpose, because knowing our purpose can be threatening, right? It can put us potentially at risk if we start to make choices that aren't about security. And so just listen and discern whether what's coming up for you is connected to fear or resistance, or if it's clear it's just not for you and it's not the right timing, or this is not the right process. I trust you to be able to figure that out for yourself. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense to you. Are you ready to learn your purpose? Do you believe everyone has a purpose and should figure it out? Or do you agree with some of what I've said? Either way, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. Thanks very much.